Step into a world where folklore meets the supernatural, where legends come to life and mysterious tales unfold. Welcome to Memory Chronicles, where the past holds the key to unlocking the secrets of the present. Join us as we delve into the realms of myth and mystery, exploring the untold stories that linger in the shadows of history. Get ready to embark on a journey of discovery with us.
Hello, this is Memory. Oh, what's up? It's you again. Okay. I've heard a little bit about it. I could do my research and let the people know. I got it. Okay. I'm listening. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This was your favorite legend. Oh, okay. Like every other legend is. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm quiet. Okay. Well, let me get on with the show. All right. Thank you for calling in, Ghostly from the Friendly Past. I'll let the people know about this next folklore. Thank you. All right. Bye. Welcome back, my friendlings, to the Memory Chronicles podcast. I am your host, author, and sister friend, Memory. I'm so excited for today's episode, as you all heard from my producer and co-host, the Ghost from the Friendly Past. It is going to be a good one. Let's gather around the fire and let's get
in the heart of a small Mexican village, nestled between rugged mountains and shimmering rivers. The story of La Llorona was spoken in whispers. Generations of children grew up hearing their mothers hiss the words, "Be careful by the river after dusk," or "La Llorona will come for you." This cautionary tale was meant to instill fear, but it also carried the weight of sadness, a haunting melody woven into the fabric of their ancestry. Isabella, a young girl of 10, was particularly fascinated by the story. An adventurous spirit, she listened intently to the tales shared by her abuela, each one laced with sorrow that wrapped around her heart. In the tales, La Llorona was painted as both a monster and a mournful mother, her weeping echoes trailing like shadows as she walked the riverbanks in search of her lost children. Curious and bold, Isabella often found herself drawn to the river's edge, imagining what it would be like to see the legendary figure emerge from the water, draped in white, her face hidden beneath the veil of despair. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped beneath the sky and the stars began to twinkle, Isabella's friends dared her to venture closer to the river. "You'll hear her weeping," they teased, their eyes wide with both fear and excitement. Wanting to prove her bravery, Isabella agreed, accepting the challenge with a determined nod. Together, they approached the river, the water shimmering like silver beneath the moonlight. As they reached the riverbank, the laughter of her friends faded into an uneasy silence. Isabella peered into the depths, heart racing, half hoping to see the ghostly figure of La Llorona, and half afraid of what might happen if she did. The water lapped gently against the shore, and in the stillness, the distant sound of weeping caught her attention. "Did you hear that?" she whispered, a shiver running down her spine. Her friends exchanged frightened glances but urged her forward. Isabella took a deep breath, stepping closer to the water. "La Llorona," she called softly, her voice trembling. "I am not afraid of you." In response, the weeping grew louder, and the water began to stir. A figure emerged from the darkness, pale and ethereal, her long, flowing white dress trailing behind her like a ghostly river. Isabella's heart dropped as she locked eyes with La Llorona, whose sorrowful gaze pierced through the night. "I have lost my children," the ghostly figure wailed, sorrow spilling from her eyes like waterfalls. "They were taken from me, and now I roam the rivers, forever seeking them." The words struck a chord within Isabella. She felt the weight of La Llorona's grief, as if it pressed upon her heart. "What happened?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. La Llorona's expression darkened at the question. "Once I was a mother like any other, full of love and joy, but despair consumed me when my beloved husband betrayed me. Leaving me alone with my children, in my rage I drowned them, believing it would free us from a life of pain. Yet, in my grief, I realized too late that I had condemned myself to an eternity of sorrow." Isabella's friends, frozen with fear, watched silently as the anguished spirit drew closer, her wails filling the night air. I seek them always, yet I can never find peace, Lalorona mourned, reaching out with ghostly hands. Help me, child. Tell me where they are. In that moment, Isabella realized the truth behind the folklore. Lalorona was not a monster to be feared, but a soul devastated by her choices. They are gone, she said softly, but their memory lives in you. You must forgive yourself to find peace. The ghost hesitated, her expression twisting from rage to deep sorrow. The darkness surrounding her seemed to ripple with emotion, uncertainty flickering in her eyes. Forgive? Lalorona echoed, her voice barely audible over the sound of the river. Isabella nodded, a sense of understanding washing over her. Your children would want you to let go of the pain. They would want you to be free. For a moment the night fell silent, and then, as if the universe held its breath, Lalorona's form shimmered before them. The weeping subsided, and a soft glow enveloped her. Can I? She whispered, hope mingling with despair. Isabella stepped forward. You can. You must. Let their memories guide you, not your pain. With a heart full of compassion, Isabella offered her hand, and Lalorona took it gently, the warmth of a mother's love breaking through the centuries of sorrow. In that fleeting moment, a transformation took place. The anguished spirit, once feared and despondent, began to radiate a soft light as she released a deep, shuddering breath. A shimmer of silver tears fell from her eyes, quietly dissolving into the earth, each one a fragment of her despair slipping away. As she looked at Isabella, the rage that had consumed her began to recede, replaced by a flicker of something brighter hope. Thank you, little one, she murmured, her voice now a soothing melody that echoed over the water. For your kindness, you have shown me the way back to the love I once knew. Isabella felt a warmth envelop her, filling the space between them. She watched as Lalorona slowly began to change, her ghostly form becoming less ethereal, more human. The sorrow that weighed down the figure like heavy chains lifted, and for the first time, Isabella noticed the soft curve of a smile breaking through the remnants of grief on Lalorona's face. You will not wander these riverbanks in despair any longer, Isabel whispered, her heart swelling with a mix of triumph and compassion. You can carry their memory with love instead of pain. With that, Lalorona stepped back from the river's edge. The moonlight danced on the water, and a beautiful vision appeared. 3 children, their laughter ringing through the air like the sweetest song. They reached out their hands, beckoning their mother to join them, their eyes filled with innocence and love. You have released their souls, mother, a tiny voice called. The children waited with open arms, and for a moment, Lalorona hesitated, paralyzed by the bittersweet ache of longing. But as the children giggled and beckoned her closer, the ghost's heart soared, understanding that forgiveness would lead her to reunion. One by one, she stepped toward them, the bonds of her heartbreak dissolving into memories of warmth and joy. As Lalorona embraced her children, her figure began to shimmer and dissolve, mingling with the moonlight, leaving behind a trail of silvery light that sparkled across the river. Isabella and her friends stood in silent awe, witnessing the transformative power of love and forgiveness. They felt the atmosphere change, the once somber air now filled with warmth and relief. Lalorona was finally at peace, her torment replaced with the embrace of her beloved children. As the river glistened under the stars, Isabella turned to her friends, who were wide-eyed with wonder. The stories, they don't just warn us, she breathed, her voice filled with newfound wisdom. They teach us compassion and understanding. With that, the children made their way back home, hearts brimming with the magic of the night. The legend of Lalorona shifted in their minds, from a cautionary tale of despair to a story of redemption and healing. In the years that followed, whispers of the weeping woman turned into tales of a mother reunited with her children, a spirit no longer lost in sorrow. Villagers spoke of her with reverence, sharing her story not to invoke fear but to remind one another of the power of forgiveness and the strength of a mother's love. And as the moon continued to rise and fall over their riverside, Lalorona became a guardian for the village, a gentle reminder that while darkness can take hold, light can always break through, guiding lost souls and healing those burdened by pain.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Memory Chronicles podcast. Spread the word by sharing your favorite 30 to 60 second clips on your social media. It helps us connect with like-minded listeners like you. We're dropping new episodes every Monday at 6 a.m. Central Time, so set your alarms. Want to support the show? Hit our link tree in the description and buy us a coffee. Every bit helps. Interested in being a guest or curious about Memory's latest book projects? The Linktree has all the info you need. Catch us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, our Memory Chronicles. Join our growing community by following, subscribing, liking, and sharing our content. From all of us here, and from Memory, thank you for your time and support. Stay safe, and see you next time.